Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Drew, better known as RockChuck01, and welcome to episode number 1 of my college football dynasty with the Kansas Jayhawks and EA Sports College Football 25. Now, before I do get started, I do have to apologize because, well, as I was recording footage for this video here, the recruiting clips didn't go through. So I will make sure to have those ready for week 2. But with that said, week 1 is officially here for this Kansas Jayhawks squad, and after a 9-4 guaranteed rate bowl championship team, they're looking to go to new heights. Now, to start this campaign, they have to go up against an FCS opponent, which is the FCS East Astronauts. But Kansas's track record against FCS opponents hasn't been the greatest. They have lost 3 times in the last 15 years to FCS opponents. Can FCS East make it a 4th time that the Jayhawks lose? Or will KU just absolutely stomp them out of the water? Well, here we go. It's a picture-perfect night for the season opener in Lawrence as the Jayhawks don their home blues as they take the field at Memorial Stadium. The Astronauts would get the ball to start the game, and they would actually get a little drive going. But on this 2nd and 2, it was blown up by Dylan Watke, and it would be a loss. However, they would convert the next play. Here on 2nd and 8, it would be a QB option, and it would get stuffed by a couple Jayhawks led by Javier Darrett and Dylan Brooks. On the very next play, 3rd and 10, quarterback has all sorts of time, and he decides, well, why don't I use my legs? And he will have plenty of room to slide and get the first down. This isn't looking good for a Kansas team that has struggled defensively for years. Here on this very next play, they hand off to the running back, and he's got a seam, and he'll pick up a first down. The Jayhawk defense would step up at the next 2 plays. Here on this 3rd down and 10 from the 30, they need to get to the 20, and his wide receiver dropped it. So a big stop for this KU defense. This would actually set up a long field goal about, give or take 47 yards. Good snap, good hold to kick up, and it is good. And Kansas finds themselves down 3-0 early in the first. Now the Jayhawks get the ball. Starting at 1st and 10 on the 25, they hand off to the senior running back Devin Neal, who cuts inside 35-40, and he will get all the way past midfield for a huge gain and a first down for Kansas. The Jayhawks want to keep this momentum going, and they go to their 2-headed running back monster. This is Daniel Highshaw, who picks up a good chunk of yards and gets a first down for KU. Couple plays later, KU still punching down the ground, and again it's Devin Neal picking up a good chunk of yards for a first down. You would expect KU to throw it sometime soon. Well, next play comes around, they decide to do it, as Jalen Daniels finds senior wide receiver Lawrence Arnold with a tiptoe catch. And unfortunately, they have an injury for FCS East. But KU will have 1st and goal at the 2. 2 yards is all they need. Give it to the senior running back. He'll take a shot, but he will get in the end zone for a touchdown. Owen Piper Gertis' kick is good. Kansas takes the lead 7-3. Now the Jayhawks need to get a stop on this drive. Here on 2nd and 3, it's an option play. Quarterback decides to keep it, but he would lose the football. But the Astronauts would recover and keep the drive moving. Later in the drive on 3rd and 6, needing to get to the 42, another option play. This time it's successful pitch, but Caleb Purdy and Marvin Grant is there for the stop. FCS East would punt. Kansas would get the ball back on 2nd and 2. Daniels drops back. He's looking. He finds a streaking Lawrence Arnold off the right side and into the red zone for KU. And that would actually be the last play of the first quarter, as Kansas would hold on to that 7-3 lead going into the second. We begin the second quarter on 1st and 10 just past the 25-yard line, and Daniels is able to find the senior wideout Luke Grimm just past the sticks to get a first down. The next play, KU was stopped just short of the sticks, so it's 2nd and inches. KU decides to run the option, and it was Jalen Daniels who got the ball just across the goal line to score the second touchdown of the game for KU. Owen Piper Gertis' kick was good. It's now 14-3. The defense would come up clutch on the first 2 plays as they would back them up 2 yards. Here's 3rd and 12, and this quarterback would get sacked for the first time today, this time by Dylan Wudke, and they would have to punt. After a very short punt, KU had incredible field position. In fact, they were on the opposite side of the 50. On this 3rd down and 1, Devin Neal gets enough for a first down, and KU continues the drive. Very next play, Daniels sets up in the pistol. Why not go back to Devin Neal? And he gets some good moves, and he actually will stay up on his feet and get 10 plus to get the first down. Kansas drive continues. On 2nd and 1, just shy of the sticks, Devin Neal, he is going to go into the end zone untouched for his 2nd TD of the game. Owen Piper Curtis's kick is good. KU now starting the blowout. It's 21-3. FCS East needs something to happen, and here they are on this 3rd and 11. They go for a pass play, and it's almost intercepted. Mello Dotson there in the coverage, and they force the Astronauts to punt. Again, KU with incredible field position on this 1st and 10. Daniels finds Lawrence Arnold over the middle, and he's just shy of the 20. Actually, they'll give him the 20-yard line, and it'll be a first down for KU. Daniels on this next play will hand it off to Devin Neal. He goes up the gut, 10-5, touchdown number 3 for real deal Devin Neal. Owen Piper Curtis's kick would be true, and KU now leads 28-3. The Astronauts really need to get something going on this drive, and it was looking like it for a couple plays, but on this 3rd and 8, just missed the receiver. It was overthrown, and they got a punt again. KU with incredible field position once again, but they face 3rd down. It's 3rd and 3. Throw it short, and it is caught by the receiver, Doug Emilian, and he gets past the 20 for a first down. Not even one play later, 1st and 10 for the Hawks at the 24. Daniels will find Lawrence Arnold over the middle, and he'll get down to the 5-yard line, putting JD6 over the century mark in passing. 1st and goal for KU. And why not go to the air again? And this time it's a touchdown pass to Trevor Wilson, the first TD pass of the season. Owen Piper Curtis's kick is good. KU now extends the lead 35-3. The Astronauts really trying to make something out of nothing. Here on this 1st and 10, the quarterback pressured by Brooks. Down he goes as Dekias Brinkley would pick up the carom. They decide, well, we're already losing this much. Why don't we hurry up the offense? Okay, go for it. 2nd and 14, and he goes down again, this time by Javier Darrett. This would force the Astronauts to punt. Now KU with the ball with very minimal time. Daniels on 1st and 10. He looks, he finds a check down for Devin Neal, and he gets past the sticks to the 40-yard line for a first down. But again, clock is not on their side. The very next play, Daniels looks, finds Trevor Wilson over the middle, 15-10, and he gets past the 5 down to the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal Kansas with very little time. On that said 1st and goal play, Daniels looking to hand it off, give it to Devin Neal. He gets nothing. In fact, he might have lost a yard on that play. Kansas would ultimately call timeout with a couple seconds left to give a little chip shot field goal for Owen Piper Curtis to end the half. Good snap, good hold, the kick is good, and that would end the first half as Kansas would have a commanding lead 38-3 going into the second half. KU would get the ball to start the second half, and on this 2nd and 5, Daniels would hand it off to real deal Devin Neal to get to the 35 for a first down. Just the next play later, 1st and 10 from that spot. Why not keep things churning? Except you'd fake a jet sweep and go with Devin Neal, and he'll pick up a good chunk of yards all the way to the opposing 45. Now, if you're wanting to see the Jayhawks throw the ball, don't worry. On this 2nd and 10, Daniels finds Quentin Skinner past the 30-yard line for a first down, but he is on injury risk as of right now. Here's this 2nd and 7 play, and why not go back to Devin Neal, this time through the air, and it's 1st and goal for KU just inside the 5. Next play, there's a guy we haven't heard from in a while, But we will now. Jared Casey with the touchdown catch, and Owen Piper Gertis's kick would be true the next play. KU now leads 45-3. Now the defense is back up for the Jayhawks in this second half, and they'll just keep doing what they were doing from a while ago, forcing TFLs and sadly some injuries as they will force the Astronauts to punt. Again, incredible field position for this KU offense. Daniels would hand it off to Devin Neal, and he's turning the wheels like it's no one's business, and he gets the Jayhawks inside the 20 on this first down run. Now, on a 3rd down and 4 just past the 12, Daniels looking, trying to find someone. That was nearly picked off. So Kansas would have to settle for 3 with Owen Piper Gertis, and it is a longer kick. Good snap, good hold, the kick up, and it is true, and KU now leads 48-3. The defense back onto the field once again, and on this 3rd down, the quarterback gets belted by Devin Dye, the ball on the ground, and somehow the Jayhawks don't come up with the carom, but they do force the Astronauts to punt again. This time deep in their own territory, somewhat. On this 3rd and 6, Daniels finds Luke Grimm as he gets rocked, but he gets that first down catch. I mean, this is consistent. The very next play, Daniels looking, and he will find the senior Lawrence Arnold with a tiptoe catch, and it will be another first down. However, KU is not prone to TFLs either. Here on 3rd and 12, Daniels finds Lawrence Arnold streaking down the field. He could go all the way, 45 yards with the touchdown. The extra point for Owen Piper Gertis was good. KU now dominating 55-3. As you can tell on defense, nothing was working for FCS East. Well, unfortunately for them, on the offensive side, it's not working either as Dylan Wudke gets that TFL. In fact, that play would end the 3rd quarter as KU leads 55-3. However, things started to work out for this FCS East team as the Astronauts would somehow pick up a first down on a curl route that would get them past the 25-yard line. They're trying to keep the momentum going, but unfortunately on this 3rd down, the quarterback goes to his check down running back, and he gets stuffed by Marvin Grant, and they would have to punt yet again. Kansas, with this 2nd and 2, they find Devin Neal. He gets past the 40 to the 45, and he's just shy of midfield, but it is a first down for KU. Clock continues to run for this Jayhawk squad as they're trying to go 1-0, which it feels like it, but Jalen Daniels gets stuffed in the backfield for a loss. Now, the one thing you don't want to have happen is a turnover. Here on 3rd and 13, that turnover happens. It's an interception for FCS East, and they take over just shy of midfield, probably the closest they've been since the 1st quarter. But hold everything. Kansas regroups as Dakias Brinkley and Dylan Brooks are there for the sack. 3rd and 8 now for the Astronauts. They got to get to the opposing side of the 50. Here's the quarterback, throws out of bounds, and they'll be forced to punt yet again. KU now takes over, and they go with this 2nd and 2. They take a shot deep, and Luke Grimm hauls it in just at the 25-yard line for a huge first down. The very next play, it's 1st and 10 at the 25. Devin Neal with whoop, he makes an incredible move, and he just gets close to the end zone. He's down at the 1. It'll be 1st and goal. Kansas with that 1st and goal. Why not go back to the running back? But this time, Daniel Highshaw will get in the end zone for a touchdown. Owen Piper Gertis's kick would be true. KU now dominating. It's 62-3. Now, the Astronauts back onto the field, and they actually get a drive going. They hit this wide out for a first down past the 40-yard line. Very next play for the Astronauts. They set themselves up in the gun. We haven't seen that in a while. They faked the jet sweep, and sure enough, they hit the wideout who was supposed to take the sweep, and they will finally get across midfield for the first time since the 1st quarter. The very next play for the Astronauts. They fake the handoff. He throws. It's caught over the middle. They're in the red zone for the first time since the 1st. Now the Astronauts are really thinking about getting in the end zone. Here's 1st and 10. Dylan Brooks says, as he gets the sack for a loss of 11. This would actually lead to a 3rd and 21. Quarterback looks, throws. It's picked off by Mello Dotson, and all he has is green in front of him. He could go all the way with a dive. 75-yard pick six. Owen Piper Curtis's kick would be good. KU now blowing them out 69-3. The Jayhawks are just adding insult to injury, and it would continue. This quarterback is taking a beating. Javier Darrett with the sack. That's the 7th sack of the game, and they would punt. Leipold would bring in the backups, and this is Isaiah Marshall on 4th and 1, but unfortunately, it would fall incomplete and be a turnover on downs. So the Astronauts get it back in incredible field position, but he gets sacked again. This is the 8th time, and that's Tykius Brinkley with the sack. And this would be the last play of the game, 2nd and 10. Quarterback has all sorts of time. He rolls, he throws deep, no one's home, and that would be the game. KU wins it 69-3 to start the season 1-0. I mean, this was a dominant performance for KU. 31 first downs, and you have 607 yards of total offense. You should win a game like that. But yeah, incredible win for this Kansas squad. Alrighty, that is going to do it for this episode of the KU Jayhawks Dynasty, as we'll go into week 2 against Illinois, who is coming off a loss. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe, and push that notification bell, and tell your friends about these videos. And I should see you again when the next one comes out. But until then, have a good day. Never ever bring exotic damage to the field house. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.